Hey there, I'm Rahul Goenka, founder and director at RG Marketing Services. Welcome to our channel where we will dive into mastering ad management platforms like Google Ads, Meta Ads, Bing Ads, and more. Hit subscribe and let's dive in. Hi guys, Rahul here from RG Marketing Services. Today in this video, let's cover this topic of how to calculate your spends, how much you should be spending on ad platforms like Google Ads or Meta Ads. So, what would be a decent cost to spend and still be profitable for acquiring any new customer or retaining a customer? So, as the case may be. So, we need to understand how much we are able to get out of them, like out of one customer that we generally aim for. And I'm talking about the total revenue here. It's not just your first order value or a basic average order value, because that will give you just one order's value, and that may be discounted, or a lot of people give a freebie offer to new customers. So first order value, I mean, there is the problem actually when I see businesses calculating their budget and spends, based on their first order value or just one order value. I mean, that's very very low budget to scale up. Like, you will not be able to come to a realistic practical budget, and you might end up spending that, and you will not get the desired results or the quality that you want, and then ultimately it is going to hurt your business. So I just wanted to put out this video just to explain how and what factors to consider before thinking of starting investing in advertising, especially if I talk about Google and Meta ad platforms. So let's see an example here. Let's assume few figures, and let's assume a practical figure actually. So if I take an example of suppose you have a revenue target, okay, of 10 lakh rupees per month. So if you want to target 10 lakh rupees per month, I think considering your profit margins out of that 10 lakh rupees revenue, 40 to 50%, if I consider 50% for the sake of this example, it will be 5 lakhs profit, 10 lakhs sales, that is revenue, right? Now we want to understand and first set a target, right? So how we do it, we understand your competition, your brand presence, your current goodwill, based on how much trust we are able to build with the customer, how much connect or touch points we are able to create with the customer, and are able to convert them. So considering all those factors, we have a decent target of like maybe 2x, maybe 4x. If you are a new business, you're starting out from scratch, the return rate will be lower on like initially, but then we have to work on it on an ongoing basis to pull it up, and reach out to more people, convince them, have them buy our products or services. So that's an ongoing process, and that is all we are working towards, to increase our sales and returns. But yeah, to start with, I think 3 to 4 times returns, I think that's a good figure. So that's how you calculate a CAC percentage of, or if I have to say, spend on sale percentage of 25%. So now this is again a question, like some of you may calculate it on the revenue basis, some of you may calculate on the profit. So, and I think it's better to calculate on the profits, because you want to make sure your profit gets 4x or 3x. and then your sales also according to that, pulls up. So I think targeting profit is the right uh, way. So if I have to calculate the budget, like the CAC cost was 25%. So our profit was 5 lakh in this example, 10 lakh revenue, 5 lakhs profit. And out of that 5 lakh rupees, we want to allocate it to the advertising cost. We want 4x returns here in our example. Okay, so considering 4x returns uh, for that 5 lakh profit, so if I have to calculate 25% of 5 lakhs, that is 1,25,000, right? So if you can spend 1,25,000 in ads, then you'll be profitable and you will be able to get 4x returns. So that's and you have to make like 10 lakh sales, right? So that becomes the target and that becomes the budget. Now calculating out of those 1,25,000 which we calculated, how we are going to spend that 1,25,000 will make all the difference. Okay, so for that we need to know how much a customer brings in, right? So suppose your average order value is like 1,000 rupees for the ease of calculation, and say any customer in general stays with your business for around 2 years or 3 years, like that. So let's consider 2 years, and if not 12 months, let's consider like your business is seasonal, maybe like few days, few months it peaks up and few months it's on the lower side or off season. So let's consider 6 months on a monthly basis. If you are able to generate orders, so it will be like your average order value into 2 years into 6 times per year, right? So the CLTV, customer lifetime value, here becomes 12,000. So now what difference I'm trying to explain here is your average order value is 1,000 and your basic average CLTV is 12,000. Now if you calculate your budgets and targets, if you calculate on the basis of 1,000 rupees, you might end up getting unreal numbers. Like let's calculate from the point of like 1,000 rupees here. In 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees is my profit. Okay, and new customer acquisition target here comes to like 1,000. How we come to know that we need 1,000 customers if they value 1,000 rupees? So our target was 10 lakh rupees. Now if each customer values only for 1,000 rupees, we need to bring 1,000 customers to reach our target of 10 lakh rupees, and then we'll be able to get 5 lakh rupees, right? Now to acquire those 1,000 customers, and if we consider, even if I consider a 40% rate, you would be able to convert 40% of the leads that we bring in. So that would be like 2,500 leads. And 40% is a high rate to consider, but even if I consider 40%, it will be 2,500 leads. Now your ad target becomes 125 rupees per sale and 50 rupees per lead. So that's really impractical, considering your presence, your your process, your resources, everything. And you might end up not getting the proper quality and leads, and then it ultimately affects your business. It will not affect marketer, it will not affect anyone else, but yeah, it might affect them a bit, but the ultimate hurt will be done to the business. So it's very important to calculate a very practical figures, what a customer actually brings in. So out of that, how much we are able to, spend to acquire that customer. So if I consider a 12,000 CLTV example, so in that 6,000 is my profit. I need to acquire 83 customers. So for that 83 customers, again considering 40% conversion rate, we have to bring in 208 leads to have that 83 customer rate. Okay, in this example, your cost per sale comes down to 1500 and your cost per lead target come down to 600 rupees, which is still practical but on the lower side. Okay, I have a third row e column which have like a decent calculation. Okay, what a business should, how much a business should retain their customers, or generally the goal of the business is to serve their customers lifelong. For every business, it might be different case, right? So it cannot be generalized, but we have to understand if a business is new, so how much are you able to retain. I think retention rate for every business should be as high as possible. Please let me know in the comments if you point to differ. So yeah, even I would like to know how you people calculate your budget, uh, because I really don't understand the point of lowering your customers' value in front of a marketer. It generally affects your business, right? You won't end up getting the profits or the quality that you are looking for. I think yeah, that's how I calculate the budgets. Please let me know if there's a better way, or how you calculate your budgets and still are able to get the profits. So yeah, that's it from my side. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them all. I want to even discuss with people. I want to understand what is the idea of how they calculate their actual budgets. I mean, how can they go so wrong while calculating their budget, and they expect results out of it. I think people find it really difficult to come to a practical figure. That's where we come in and we help you understand. We definitely ask you questions. We ask you questions to understand your business better. What kind of profits are you looking to aim, and what is the market, what is the competition, and what best we could do. If there is a practical goal for everything, it becomes really really easy to achieve them as well. But if you don't have a practical target, I mean, it's very difficult to work on that part. So I think it will be a win-win situation from marketer's point of view as well as business point of view, that you at least have a decent calculation of the value that you get from one customer, and how much you are willing to spend for that customer to acquire that customer. So that should be really really practical, because if you are under budget, you might end up with very low quality leads, and that would again at the end hurt your business. Yeah, that's from my side. Thank you so much.